And we are back with more Oblivion. You draw power from the well. So, of course, I had to look this up. The Ayleid Wells fortify Magicka by 50 points for 5 minutes and restore 400 points of Magicka once a day. They can be reused after it recharges at midnight. There are 35 Ayleid Wells. Ayleid? I don't know how to pronounce that, but we'll call them Ayleid Wells in Cyrodiil. They are found near the Red Ring Road, which is this one here, with great frequency. Seem to be more commonplace in Nibene and Calovia. They're sometimes found in conjunction with an Ayleid ruin. Built by the Ayleids from meteoric iron and other ethereal fragments, sometimes before the end of the First Era. Much of their presence remains a mystery. Erlau Jarl, Ayleid researcher and member of the Arcane University, has written a book called Magic from the Sky, describing the creation of the Ayleid Wells and speculating on the inner workings of the construction. So, I guess we can try to find that book. But yeah, we have Fortify Magicka going on up there. I'm assuming... we can see our buffs somewhere, or... maybe? There we go. From the Ayleid Well. These are... our other effects that we just have from our warrior burst sign and from being a Nord. Frost. Frost don't phase me. Okay. I'm assuming at this point everyone is bad that I see wandering around. We have found Sursen. The ruins of Sursen, I guess.
Where are you?
I'm assuming that's one of those Dragonians or something? The lizard folk?
Nothing to worry about, I guess. Just my eyes playing tricks on me.
He's coming up red on my map. I don't know that that means much because the necromancer behind the door was showing up green. Or no, that's never mind, that's not him. That is Wayne Priory for our quest.
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
I'm assuming this guy is bad and going to attack me, but... is there a way to tell? Oh, he's got backup too.
It's gone now.
That bitch has a big sword. Okay. Yep, they're evil. Oh, wow. We got some help here. Okay. I don't know if... We should probably just take advantage of this. If I can stop pressing the wrong fucking key.
Getting tired? Yeah! This ends here! I'm
Today you die.
Die!
Am I supposed?
Oh, you got knocked the fuck out by the guard. Marauder bitch with the huge sword. And some heavy ass shit. I have iron boots and an iron cuirass already. Luckily for me, the guard is not interested in the goods. Of which there is not much. Yeah, we're gonna have to save this one so we can lighten our load as well. That guard dismounted and came to help me out. That was pretty cool. I have a feeling those bodies will stay there, so if we really wanted to, we could come back, loot them, and sell their shit. My Ayleid, whatever, Fortify magic is going to be wearing off soon. Let's go look off into the woods here. Ah. We've successfully harvested some monk shod. Gonna have a nice vantage point up here. Ow! Fucking wolf. I gotta deal with these things in Days Gone and in Oblivion. have, looks like a couple buildings up here. Got a road going down to the south. Wonder what's down there. More ruins, it looks like. Let's put them on the map. I have a feeling this is going to be a very long LP. Fort Caractacus. Caractacus. What the? It's a fucking invisible wolf! What the fuck? Why is there an invisible wolf? Who in the shit nugget sent an invisible wolf after me? Fucking rude. I smell some kind of sorcery. Oh, this one we gotta pick. I'm not gonna explore, but the door is now ajar. And we can officially fast travel back if we want. Let's go check out the top, though. Might be some treasure up here. And these battlements. Ah. Some alchemy happening. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Some bookie books. Lots of bookie books. Hope you guys are ready for some reading. Fundamentals of alchemy. Often overlooked by the aspiring mages, alchemy is a time-honored, rewarding discipline that can change the lives of those who master it. It is difficult and often dangerous to advance one's knowledge of the materials used in alchemical formulas, but continued study and hard work will, in the end, reward the alchemist greatly. Before success can be achieved or even attempted, the beginning alchemist must understand the basic principles behind his craft. Many items in our world, mostly organic in nature, can be broken down into more fundamental essences with magical properties. The more skilled the alchemist, the more properties of an ingredient that can be harnessed. Combining the essences of two or more ingredients can result in the creation of a potion, which anyone may then drink. Legend has it that a truly great alchemist can brew potions from a single ingredient, a feat well beyond the capabilities of most. The alchemist potion can have several effects depending on the ingredients used, and not all effects are beneficial. In many cases, recipes result in a potion with a mix of positive and negative effects. It is up to the alchemist to determine which recipes yield the best results. It is worth noting that potions can be created to have only negative effects and be used as poisons. This practice is not recommended by the author, and this text shall not discuss such potions further. Wartcraft. Wartcraft is, in fact, not Warcraft, Wartcraft, an amateur alchemy. Eating an ingredient requires grinding it occasionally in the teeth, which occasionally releases its simplest essence as a result in a fleeting effect of the eater. Wartcraft never has as strong as a result as potion created using the proper tools. The alchemist's tools, the mortar and pestle. It's the alchemist's most important and essential tool. Without it, no ingredient can be correctly prepared for use in a potion. The budding alchemist is advised to keep a mortar and pestle on hand at all times and become comfortable with its use early on. The simple grinding of an ingredient is the most fundamental step in brewing potions. When properly ground, the petals of redwort flower yield a powder that can be mixed correctly with another ingredient such as ginseng to create a potion to cure poisons. This is one formula many alchemists are quick to learn and retain, as mistakes in potion mixing often require its use. The advanced alchemist has other tools at his disposal to improve the quality of his potions. A retort can be employed to purify the mixture, improving the positive effects of a potion. Washing the mixture through the alembic helps to distill the potion, reducing any negative effects. And the calcinator can be used to burn away impurities in the mixture, increasing the potency of all the potion's effects. While these apparatus are not necessary to create potions, it is advised that they be used whenever possible. Ingredient combination. A potion is only as good as its ingredient. Only those with identical effects may be combined to make a potion. Up to 4 ingredients may be successfully used in a single potion. As the alchemist gains skill in preparing ingredients, new properties may be discovered, and it can be used in creating potions. While this can be an exciting time expanding the alchemist's repertoire, he should take care to check carefully which effects his potions will contain when he is done brewing. Many established recipes may have new results, not all of which are beneficial. Seems like a useful book. We're not going to read all these. Let's take a couple for the road. The Doors of Oblivion. Helped with my conjuration skill. When thou enter the Oblivion, Oblivion entereth into thee. That's some Nietzsche shit. The greatest mage who ever lived was my master Morian Zenus. Morian? I don't know. You've heard of him as the author of the book On Oblivion, the standard text for all that matters in Daedric. Despite many entreaties over the years, he refused to update its classic book with his new discoveries and theories because he found that the more one delves into these realms, the less certain one is. He did not want to conjecture, he wanted facts. For decades before and after the publication of On Oblivion, Zenus compiled a vast personal library on the subject of Oblivion, the home of the Daedra. He divided his time between this research and personal magical growth on the assumption that should he succeed in finding a way into the dangerous world beyond and behind ours, he would need much power to wander its dark paths. 12 years before Zenus began the journey he had prepared his life to make, he hired me as an assistant. I possessed the 3 attributes he required for the position. I was young and eager to help without question. I could read any book once and memorize its contents, and despite my youth, I was already a master of conjuration. Zenus, too, was a master of conjuration, indeed a master at all known and unknown schools, but he did not rely on his ability alone in the most perilous of his research. In an underground vault, he summoned Daedra to interview them on their native land, and for that he needed another conjurer to make certain they came, were bound, and were sent away without incident. I'll never forget that vault, not for its look, which was plain and unadorned, but for what you couldn't see. There were scents that lingered long after the summoned creatures had left. Flowers and sulfur, sex and decay, power and madness. They haunt me still to this very day. This is a long fucking book. Holy shit. Alright, this is the last book of the video because we don't want to spend the whole game reading. The whole video reading anyways. We're going to be doing lots of reading. But I did say I would read all the books we came across. So get ready for a fucking story. Conjuration, for the layman unacquainted with its workings, connects the caster's mind with that of the summoned. It is a tenuous link meant only to lure, hold, and dismiss, but in the hands of a master it can be much stronger. The Psychics and Dwemer can, in the Dwemer's case perhaps I should say could, connect with the minds of others and converse miles apart, a skill that is sometimes called telepathy. Over the course of my employment, Zenus and I developed such a link between one another. It was accidental a result of 2 powerful conjurers working closely together, but we decided that it would be invaluable should he succeed in traveling to Oblivion. Since the denizens of that land could be touched even by the skills of an amateur conjurer, it would be possible we could continue to communicate while he was there, so I could record his discoveries. The doors to Oblivion, to use Morian Zenus' phrase, are not easily found. And when exhausted many possibilities before we found one where we held the key. The Psychics of Artaeum have a place that they call the Dreaming Cave, where it is said one can enter into the Daedric realms and return. Lechisis Sotha, Sil, Nimitai, and many others have been recorded as using this means, but despite many entreaties to the Order, we were denied its use. Solaris, the leader of the Order, has told us it has been sealed off for safety of all. We had hopes of using the runes of Battlespire to access Oblivion. The Weir Gate still stands, though the old proving grounds of the Imperial Battle Mages itself were shattered some years ago in Jaeger Tharm's time. Sadly, after its exhaustive search through the Detritus, we had concluded that when it was destroyed, all access to the realms beyond, the Soul Cairn and Shade Perilous and Havoc Wellhead, had been broken. It was probably for the good, but it frustrated our goal. The reader may have heard of other doors, and he may have assured we attempted to find them all. Some are pure legend, or at any rate, not traceable based on the information left behind. There are references in lore to Marcus Abyss, the Corrington Mere, and the Mantellan Crux, the Crossroads, the Mouth, a riddle of an alchemical formula called Jacinth, and Rising Sun, and many other places and objects that are said to be doors, but we could not find. Some exist but cannot be entered safely. The whirlpool in the Abyssine, called the Maelstrom of Baal, can make ships disappear, and may be a portal into Oblivion, but the trauma of riding its waters would surely slay any who tried. Likewise, we did not consider it worth the risk to leap from the Pillar of Thras, a 1,000-foot-tall spire of coral, though we witnessed the sacrifices the Slauds made there. Some victims were killed by the fall, but some indeed seemed to vanish before being dashed on the rocks. Since the Slaud did not seem certain why some were taken and some died, we did not favor the odds of the plunge. The simplest, most maddeningly complex way to go to Oblivion was simply to cease to be here and begin to be there. Throughout history, there are examples of mages who seem to travel the realms beyond ours, seemingly at will. Many of these voyagers are long dead, if they ever existed, but we were able to find one still living. In the Tower of off Zofferbell Bay, on the island of Vardenfell, in the province of Morrowind, there exists a very old, very reclusive wizard named Vivaeth Fear. Or Fire. I don't know. Vivaeth? This guy's got some crazy, complex names. He was not easy to reach, and he was reluctant to share with Morian Zenith's the secret door to Oblivion. Fortunately, my master's knowledge of the lore impressed Fear, and... Was that Fear or Fire? I don't fucking know. And he taught him the way. I would be breaking my promise to Zenith and Fire to explain the procedure here, and I would not divulge it even if I could. If there is a dangerous knowledge to be had, that is it. But I did not reveal too much to say that Fear scheme relied on exploiting a series of portals to various realms created by a Telvanni wizard, long missing and presumed dead. Telvanni. Against the disadvantage of this limited number of access points, we weighed the relative reliability and security of passage and considered ourselves fortunate in our informant. Morian Zenith then left this world to begin his exploration. I stayed at the library to transcribe his information and help him with any research we needed. Dust, he whispered to me on the first day of his voyage, despite the inherent dreariness of the word. I could hear his excitement in his voice echoing in my mind. I could see from one end of the world to the other in a million shades of gray. There is no sky or ground or air. Only particles floating, falling, whirling about me. I must levitate and breathe by magical means. Zenith explored the nebulous land for some time, encountering vaporous creatures and palaces of smoke, though he never met the prince. We concluded that he was an ash pit, said to be the home of Malakath, where anguish, betrayal, and broken promises like ash filled the bitter air. The sky is on fire, I heard him say as he moved on to the next realm. The ground is sludge, but traversable. I see blackened ruins all around me, like a war was fought here in the distant past. The air is freezing. I cast blooms of warmth all around me, but it still feels like daggers of ice stabbing me in all directions. This was Cold Harbor, where Molag Bal was prince. It appeared to Zenith as if it were a future Nirn, under the King of Rape. King of Rape? That's not a good king. Desolate and barren, filled with suffering. I could hear Morian Zenith weep at the images he saw and shiver at the sight of the Imperial Palace spattered with blood and excrement. Oh, blood and shit. Fun. Too much beauty, Zenith gasped as he went to the next realm. I am half blind. I see flowers and waterfalls, majestic trees, a city of silver, but it's all a blur. The colors run like water. It's raining now and the wind smells like perfume. This surely is Moonshadow, where Azura dwells. Xenos was right, and astonishingly, he even had audience with the Queen of Dusk and Dawn in her Rose Palace. She listened to his tale with a smile and told him of the coming of the Nevivarine. My master found Moonshadow so lovely he wished to stay there, half-blind forever, but he knew he must move on and complete his journey of discovery. I am in a storm, he told me as he entered the next realm. He described the landscape of dark twisting trees, howling spirits, and billowing mist, and I thought he might have entered the deadlands of Merun's Dagon. But then he said quickly, no, I am no longer in a forest. There's a flash of lightning, and now I'm on a ship. The mast is tattered. The crew is slaughtered. Something is coming through the waves. Oh God. Wait, now I am in a dank dungeon. In a cell. He was not in the Deadlands, but Quagmire, the nightmare realm of Viernima. Every few minutes there was a flash of lightning, and reality shifted, always to something more horrible and horrifying. A dark castle one moment, a den of ravening beast the next. A moonlit swamp, a coffin where he was buried alive. Fear got the better of my master, and he quickly passed to the next realm. I heard him laugh. I feel like I'm home now. Mori and Xenos described to me an endless library, shelves stretching on in every direction, stacks on top of stacks, pages floated on a mystical wind that he could not feel. Every book had a black cover with no title. He could see no one, but felt the presence of ghosts moving through stacks, rifling through books, ever searching. It was Apocrypha, the home of Hermaeus Mora, where all the forbidden knowledge can be found. I felt a shudder in my mind, but I could not tell if it was my master's or mine. Morai and Xenos never traveled to another realm that I know of. Throughout his visits to the first 4 realms, my master spoke to me constantly. Upon entering the Apocrypha, he became quieter, as he was lured into the world of research and study. The passions that had controlled his heart while on Nirn, I would frantically try to call to him, but he closed his mind to me, and then would whisper, "This cannot be. No one would ever guess the truth. I must learn more. I see the world of last illusions shimmer. It is crumbling all around us." I would cry back to him, begging him to tell me what was happening, what he was seeing, what he was learning. I even tried using conjuration to summon him as if he were Daedra himself, but he refused to leave. Morian Xenos was lost. I last received a whisper from him 6 months ago. Before then, it had been 5 years, and 3 before that. His thoughts are no longer intelligible in any language. Perhaps he is still in Apocrypha, lost but happy, in a trap he refuses to escape. Perhaps he slipped between the stacks and passed into the madhouse of Shegorath, losing his sanity forever. I would save him if I could. I would silence his whispers if I could. Mystery of Talara, V4. We'll save that one in Ankatar's journal for another day. Another video, I should say. But yes, there's going to be lots of reading, Hordlings, so prepare thyselves. Prepare thyselves. The Doors of Oblivion. Keeping track of the books on a spreadsheet. Do I got a mortar and pestle? I'm not sure I'm going to be doing lots of alchemy. Oh, they can tell I stole it. So the guards can, if they see stolen shit on me, I need to be careful with that. Combine ingredients with like effects to create potions and poisons. Your alchemy skill will make your creations more powerful. The more potions you create, the higher your alchemy skill will go. Use additional apparatuses to improve the strength of your potions you create. Can I just... I'm going to have to look up how to do all this because I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. I don't want to walk around with stolen goods. That's not going to... That's not going to help me. Athletics increase. You should rest and meditate on what you've learned. Ain't got time to rest. I'm the game hoarder, baby. Sounds like I'm gonna get a level though. Need to find a mat or a bed, somewhere to rest. Also, fuck invisible wolves. Let's get back on the main road here. We will come back to Fort Karakakatuki later. Climb that hill. You're running up that hill. Run on the hill. Run on the hill. Alright, I made it. Where the fuck are we now? We're in Ayleswell. I'll kill everyone that moves. I'm Trog. Slayer of all that is level 1 or under. Imperial City. Alright. Who wants to buy weapons and heavy armor? What the fuck? There's an invisible farmer? I'm confused as fuck. Shagol Grow Bump.
Talk to Dirham in the inn. I'm tired of this minstrel's freak show our town has turned into.
Okay. Motherfucker's invisible. Ayleswell Inn. Is everyone gonna be invisible in here?
Excuse
Jesus.
me. We have a small problem that we hope you can help us with.
Yeah.
You may be wondering why you can't see me. We
I
are
am.
all wondering the same thing.
I was wondering how come a fucking invisible wolf attacked me too. What happened here?
Everyone in Ayleswell suddenly became invisible several weeks ago. It was sort of fun at first, but the novelty has definitely worn off now. You can imagine how difficult it is to run an inn while invisible. Once you get a reputation as a haunted inn, you can just forget about it. So we've all been keeping quiet, hoping the spell will wear off. But we're running out of patience. We're sure it was Ankatar's doing, but we can't find him. If you can help us, we will be extremely grateful.
Who was Ankotar?
He's a wizard who took up residence in the ruins of Fort Caractacus a couple of years ago. He's caused us no end of trouble with his magical experiments, but nothing as bad as this. We've tried to find him, but had no luck. If he's still living in the fort, he's hiding from us, and no wonder. If you could find him and get him to remove this cursed invisibility, we will all be in your debt.
Ankotar.
We're pretty sure he's still hiding out in Fort Caractacus, although he never answers when we've tried to find him.
Fort Caractacus.
It's just to the southeast of here, Follow the path down the hill.
I was just
But
there.
watch out for the invisible monsters that infest the ruins.
Thanks. No shit. An invisible wolf tried to fuck me.
I ran across a ghost once. Seemed to suck the energy right out of me.
Yeah. That's not what I call energy, but to each his own.
Why do you bother me? Go away. Oh, really? I'm invisible, you say? Thanks for letting me know. Talk to my brother Dirham if you want to know all about it.
Ernsi Sarethi, the invisible bitch.
How are you?
Terrible.
I don't know. Can I use your bed?
Really? What a shame.
If you've done good deeds, the Nine will bless you and cure diseases when you visit their way shrines.
Is there someone in here talking to me?
See you.
Go bother someone else.
I can't sleep in an own bed?
hole did you-
What's going on with you?
I ran across a couple of mud crabs now.
Okay, but can I rest?
Annoying creatures.
Well, at least they're slow.
What is
and
it?
not too bright. Their pincers are sharp, though.
Go bother someone else.
Have you talked to Ankatar?
God damn it, he won't let me sleep here until
Good
I
day.
make him visible. Son of a bitch. Yeah. I'm just knocking all this shit down. I don't think anyone's home. I don't see any shimmering here. Well, let's go to the fort. Fuck it. We took out a nasty necromancer. Hopefully the wizard is not hostile. And he will fix this. Maybe teach me some magic. Oh, come on. I gotta put a fucking torch on there every time. You can't just auto-torch for me? Motherfucker. That tong ta tong tong tong. Whoa! The fuck was that? He is probably immune to that shit.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
A stunted scamp. Would like to cast fireballs on me. About time you gave me some blade. Blue suede shoes. We just killed Elvis. Fuck. Conjurer conjuring up scampers. Whoops, wrong key. Okay, this place is getting pretty big here. Ooh, yikes. Ah, really? Ah, chesticle. Entropic touch tome and a silver nugget. I can memorize that. It's a book, right? Guess I want entropic touch, whatever. It's School of Destruction. It's a touch spell. Not my favorite. I like ranged. Alright, we got Mystery of Talara and Ankatar's Journal. Need to look up soul gems. I'm not familiar with those. Got all kinds of stuff to sell. Okay, we came this way. I don't know why it's putting the arrow back over there. Let's make sure we explore all this area. It's raining. Fucking bitch. I'm not sure where she came from, but... Alright, I think that's it for this upper area. Is this guy gonna be mean? Alright. You realize that all your life you've been coasting along as if you were in a dream. Suddenly facing trials the last few days, you've come alive. You got all these attributes. Oh, we get to pick. Duh. Level 2. Alright.
I told you to leave me alone. Oblivion take you. What is it you want from me?
Well, the invisibility spell, asshole.
Yes, I have been working on a new invisibility spell. As you can see, it works quite well. Why?
Well, you've also made the town of Aswell all invisible, and a fucking wolf that attacked me.
Oh, really? Everyone in town? That must have been what all the shouting was about a few weeks ago. I'm afraid I was engrossed in an experiment that required my full attention. You see, in order to increase the efficacy of the spell, the radius was likely to approach the... Oh, never mind. I don't mean to bore you.
Just tell me how to reverse it.
You can tell them not to worry. The effect is not actually permanent. It should wear off eventually.
Eventually?
Well, in a year or two, maybe a bit more. There's no way to be absolutely sure. That's the exciting thing about basic research.
They can't wait for a year.
Really? I find being invisible quite refreshing. But if it will get everyone to leave me alone, fine. I did work out a counterspell last week. If I can just put my hand to it. Ah. Here. Stand in the center of town to make sure you get everyone. Oh, and make sure... Never mind. It should be fine.
Reverse invisibility spell.
I've already given you the scroll. Stand in the middle of town, read it, poof! It is exactly like magic.
Okay.
I am sorry about that. Go bother someone else.
He running up that hill. I don't know, this seems middle of townish. I've used the scroll Ankatar gave me, and the people of Aswell are once again visible. Durham Serethi will probably like to congratulate me on my success. Why is my luck damaged? Do I use the scroll? You guys.
Thank you, thank you. I can't tell you how good it feels to be able to see myself again. My sisters, on the other hand, I wouldn't mind if they had stayed invisible. Ah, me. Friend, you are welcome at the Ayleswell Inn anytime. Free of charge.
Ankatar.
We haven't seen him since that whole invisibility mess. I hope it stays that way. Be seeing you.
Alright.
May your kills be quick and many. Hey, you're the one who made us visible again, right? Good show. Take care.
Adosi.
Oh, it's you. My brother goes on and on about you. I know you saved us and everything, but it does get tiresome after a while. Typical Altimer. Thinks the whole world is made for his convenience. If I had my way, we'd go down there and burn him out. Let him find some other place for his little experiments. I don't like you and don't want to talk to you.
Okay.
This better be good. Really now, you're such a charmer. Good one. I doubt it.
She doesn't look too happy about all that other stuff. I guess I can't do these.
What a fool you are. Goodness, what can I say? Not bad, not bad. I doubt it. That's cute. You think I'm afraid of you? I doubt it. Don't make me laugh. That's not bad.
Oh well. Got some
Stop
speechcraft
talking.
out of it. Oh shit! God damn it. Fucking sword, man.
Thank you, thank you. I can't tell you how good it... Good day.
I really gotta stop chopping bitches in half.
Oh, it's you.
This better be good. No, I doubt it. Talk tough to me. Are you serious?
Okay, I wanted to get my speechcraft point back.
Stop talking. Enough. You really enjoy this whole hero thing, don't you? Everybody fawning all over you. I'm not like that. If he's smart, he'll keep out of my way. High elf and a mage to boot, the worst kind of arrogance. I'm not listening to you. I'm done talking to you.
She's a brat also. Alright, well we got a place to sleep out of it, which is good. And another side questicle completed. Alright folks, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Oblivion. We'll see you soon.